Here with ASU legendary coach Charli Turner Thorne out here at Blanco for the Molly Miller Coaches Show. And what's it been like to watch Molly and what she's done in her first season here at ASU? Most wins by a first-year head coach in program history, even more than your first season.
Well, a lot more than me, because we were it was a different era. You know, you couldn't just go get a team. But it's so fun. It's just fun. You know, it's fun to have a team that is just, you really enjoy watching, that empties out. Obviously, I love the style. And, you know, I mean, look what they're doing in their first year. So, I mean, I can't wait to see how they finish. I know they're going to finish strong, but also just the future. Great hire by Graham Rosini, and yeah, we're all on the Molly Miller bandwagon for sure.
And you were there when she got hired. Could you sense when she got hired then that she would be doing something like this so early on?
Yeah, I actually got to do a couple of her broadcasts at GCU, and I wasn't really familiar with her, but I was at practice and shoot-arounds, and I'm like, okay, she's good. Like, she could, you know, really teach the game, and then I'm doing the games, and she, you know, managed the games really well, timeouts, everything. So, you know, and I was hoping, but now she's proving, like, she's a worker. You know, this isn't an easy job. I'm saying that publicly, and so you've got to really have somebody that's going to be out in the community and just do a lot of the things that it takes, you know, to be a leader of an organization or of a company, of a basketball team. So she has done that and more. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's fun to want to be around and just I know my 25 years of former players and staff are very, very happy.
And you talk about that quarter century of coaching, and to know specifically what it takes to succeed in this job at ASU. What are some characteristics of hers that really fit into the mold of what it takes to fit into this job?
Yeah, because, I mean, we're a top program, but we might not always have all the money that everybody else is, so you have to be able to develop your talent. You know, and I think it speaks to like a transformative coach, somebody that really cares about their players and is going to have great culture, not just rely on getting the 5-star recruits. And you're going to have to work to get the fans out. Fans. It's a lot to do. You know, the weather's beautiful during basketball season. There's a ton of competition, and she's been doing that really well.
Like you said, she's been able to get out the fans, get the community back involved. What's that been like for you to see? You've been able to broadcast some of the games here now and see the arena start to pack up a little bit and the energy back with ASU women's basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, she worked a lot in the off season, but then, you know, people are, you know, you're winning. So that, you know, right now is probably the best time in the history of women's basketball, both college and pro. It's never been this popular. There's never been the attendance, the TV coverage, everything is at an all-time high. So, you know, she's capitalizing on that, so it's great.
For you, what are some maybe things you see like that remind you of yourself when you look at her?
Well, I mean, Molly's Molly. She's her own person. I get that a little bit. Oh, she's, you know, CTT 2.0 or whatever. You know, because I guess our energy, and obviously we were always great defensive teams. You know, we loved offense, like Molly loves offense. But, you know, I mean, hey, you want to be in every game, defend. You know, so I think those are, and just, you know, her work ethic, her willingness to just, you know, be all in, all out all the time. I guess there might be a few similarities in those ways, yeah.
And she's talked about, she's leaned on you as a mentor, especially early on in transitioning to this job. What kind of mentorship did you try to provide to her?
Well, I mean, I stay in my lane. So I want to help her. You know, I think I've tried to, you know, bring maybe some donors back into the program. And, you know, initially she just had to like hit the ground running. So, you know, just some tips on recruiting to ASU. And but, I mean, Molly has an incredible coaching staff, and they're doing an amazing job. But I love mentoring coaches. I love helping. I mean, but I also, you know, I never want to step on anybody's toes. So, but I appreciate her. I mean, she really has been welcoming and just so, I mean, honestly deferential to not me, but our program, you know, all the people that came before her, all the amazing players and amazing staff. Like, she really gets that and appreciates it, and I appreciate that.
The program, after you retired and went through a little tough patch, but to see Molly put this thing back on the map, how much pride and joy does that bring you?
brings me a lot of joy. Yeah, it just brings me a lot of joy because, again, not just me, but a lot of people over 25 years poured their blood, sweat, and tears, heart and soul into this program to make it one of the top programs in the country. And Molly's going to get us back there.